Max Verstappen is often painted as the ruthless villain of modern Formula One, but behind the scenes, he just gave some very important career advice to a young Brazilian rising star, Gabriel Bortoleto, about a contract with McLaren. This story doesn't just show a different side of Verstappen, it also reveals how much influence top drivers can have on the next generation's decisions. Today on Apex Racing Desk, we're breaking down what happened, what Verstappen told Bortoleto, and what it says about the politics of young driver contracts in Formula One. Let's start with the story itself. Gabriel Bortoleto, a highly rated Brazilian talent and junior driver, was in talks over a contract with McLaren. Before signing, he spoke to Max Verstappen, who knows a thing or two about how crucial early career decisions can be. Verstappen reportedly advised Bortoleto to be very careful with the terms of the deal, especially when it came to long-term commitments and how much control a team would have over his future. In simple terms, Max told him not to rush into a contract that might lock him down too tightly. For Bortoleto, this kind of advice is huge. Young drivers are often so focused on getting any seat or any academy deal that they forget how much small contract details can shape their entire career. A long, restrictive agreement can limit which teams you're allowed to talk to, when you can leave, and whether you can move if a better opportunity appears. Getting a warning from someone like Verstappen, who has already navigated the junior ladder, team politics, and title fights, is incredibly valuable. It also shows that Bortoleto is on the radar of serious people in the paddock, which is a good sign for his long-term prospects. This story also reveals a side of Max Verstappen that we don't always see in the mainstream narrative. On track, he's aggressive, uncompromising, and often painted as the bad guy in rivalries and title fights. Off track, this kind of mentoring moment shows a more thoughtful, experienced driver who understands just how brutal the system can be for young talents. Verstappen is not just protecting Bortoleto, he's also sending a message about how teams and academies can sometimes take too much control over a driver's options. It's a reminder that even at the top level, drivers don't forget how vulnerable they were at the start. Verstappen's advice to Bortoleto fits into a much bigger story about young drivers and contract traps in modern Formula One. In recent years, we've seen many juniors tied to long deals with academies or teams that don't always translate into real F1 opportunities. Some drivers end up stuck as reserve or simulator drivers for years, unable to move to another team that might actually give them a race seat. At the same time, teams like McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, and others want to secure talent early, before their rivals do. That tension between security for the team and freedom for the driver is exactly where advice from someone like Verstappen becomes crucial. In the end, Max Verstappen giving contract advice to Gabriel Bortoleto is more than just a nice paddock story. It shows how connected the F1 world is, how much influence top stars have over the next generation, and how careful young drivers need to be with every signature. It also reminds us that even drivers with a villain reputation can play a protective, almost big brother role behind the scenes. What do you think? Did Verstappen do the right thing by warning Bortoleto? And how much do you think big names should influence young drivers' contract decisions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more sharp breakdowns of the stories behind Formula One, don't forget to subscribe to Apex Racing Desk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.